Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the fifth lecture of this series, Technical Writing and Presentation Skills. And this lecture is about paragraph writing and the essential of paragraph, unity and coherence. My name is Lukman Shah. In the previous lecture, we had something about paragraph. Paragraph is a series of sentences developing one topic, a single idea, and the essential characteristics are the structuring element of any paragraph, unity in any paragraph. So unity means that every sentence in a paragraph should support the main idea expressed in the topic sentence. Look at this picture. The main idea is carried by this, lifted by this muscular person. So if we replace the right hand, the right leg, left, and the left leg and the left hand with the sentences, then this will be a sort of contributing factors towards the unity in the paragraph. And then concluding our clincher sentence, this is a sort of the restating the topic sentence in different words. A clincher sentence or concluding sentence clinches the point made in the paragraph, and it is the summarizing element of any paragraph. The clincher sentence is also called the closing sentence, the end sentence, the summarizing sentence, whereas the topic sentence is also called the opening sentence, the key sentence, the main sentence, the topic sentence. So coherence in paragraph, we can achieve coherence in any paragraph as to stick to the point. The ideas have a clear and logical relation to each other. So we can say that these logical relation to each other contributes towards the coherence, and which is very important element of a paragraph. Now putting details or example or incident in logical order. Look at these stairs, upsteering. The upsteering is from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. 1 is connected with 2, 2 is connected with 3, 3 is connected with 4. And this is a logical relation to each other. So there are three ways in which we can bring coherence in any paragraph: chronological, in relation to each other, and in order of importance. And look at the connecting sentences within the paragraph leads towards the coherence. So transition words, in terms of chronological order, the first, the meanwhile, later, afterwards, finally, and then objects in relation to one another, next to, in front of, beside, between, and behind. And then in order of importance, however, furthermore, as a result, in fact, yet. Now these two, the coherence and unity in any paragraph. How to write a good paragraph having a structural unity, having a topical sentence, main body sentences, and the clincher or closing sentence, and how to bring the coherence, unity, elaboration, order in any paragraph. In the subsequent lecture I would explain these things to you people. Now look at this traffic signal, the red, the yellow, and the green. This traffic signal light will help us to write a good paragraph. But how? Now look at the red. The red indicate that stop and think. So we should stop for a while and we should think about the topic. What is the topic? The topical sentence for this paragraph, and what is the main idea? For example, if we want to write on education, so the topic will be education, and what can be the topic sentence? We can narrate it in multiple. For example, education is the remedy for all evils or for all problems of a nation. Education is a flourishing element for mind and soul of a person. So we can narrate and we can write the topical sentence in different way, and that topical sentence will project aside a type of the main idea which is included in an or paragraph. Now look at this, the yellow. The yellow means slow down and give details. How to give details? Give one or two details to explain your topic sentence, and you can use examples, you can use narration, you can use quotes, you can use statistic, tabulation, and listing the main point. And then the green, Look at the green. So green mean go, and writing the close sentence at the end, and you can go to the next paragraph. So this is the method. Red, stop for a while, think over the topic and topic sentence and the theme. Then yellow, the main body sentences which we can have through these examples to narration to facts to figures to statistics to enlisting tabulation and a lot of other methods. And at the end, the closing paragraph, the paragraph which we have started through topic sentence, that will be close through this closing or clincher sentences. Now, look at this example. Example 1. What is, we throw away different kinds of waste every day. This is the topical sentence, and the topic sentence, the topic of this paragraph is disposing of waste. So the first sentence, we throw away different kinds of waste every day. This is the topic sentence. Now the yellow, what, for example, we throw away paper, cards, glass bottles, metals and plastic. Another example of waste is kitchen waste. It includes vegetable peelings and food leftovers. On the, this is main body paragraph sentences, and this is a sort of elaboration of the first sentence. We throw away different kinds of waste, and the subsequent there are example of the waste like the bottles, metals, plastic and another. And look at the end, the green. This is the closing sentence, the clinching or summarizing sentence, that we should stop producing so much waste every day. Now this is a complete paragraph. The first sentence, which is topic sentence, then main body sentences, and the clincher or the closing sentence. And these are the example, the another example, the for example, the another example. These are the main body content. Example 2, there are many ways we can reduce waste. So how to deal with that particular phenomena that we are producing so much waste? In the next paragraph, the topic sentence is, there are many ways we can reduce the waste. This is topic sentence. And how, for example, we can reduce waste by using less packaging. We can also reduce waste by recycling. So the 3 R's, reduce, reuse and recycle, can help us reducing the waste. This is the closing sentence. Then examples and the suggested paragraph. Look at this suggested paragraph. We can recycle waste too. This is the third paragraph, to save our environment. For example, we can swap the old books with friends so everyone can have new books to read, or we can give out the old clothes to the people. These are some examples of recycling, reusing. And then the next paragraph, we can also reuse waste to save our environment. For example, we can use a shoebox to store toys or pens, or we can also turn the Coca-Cola glass bottle into a vase. In this way, we can turn the waste into useful things again. And suggested paragraph, this is the fourth of this series. We can save our environment by using less paper. For example, we can write on both sides of paper. We can also use email instead of sending letters, so it is easy to save paper. Now, all these 4 paragraphs have their own topical sentence, their main body sentences, and their clincher or closing sentences. And there is a sort of unity, because each and every paragraph, the topical sentence, the main body sentences, the supporting sentences, the clincher sentences is contributing towards the main topic, the dispose of the waste, how to reduce it, to recycle, to reuse. So what made a good paragraph? No, these 3 or 4 were good paragraph, but what are the element which are making these 4 paragraph good? Definitely, we have to be able to understand the paragraph. This is very important element. But how? What can we do to make our reader understand our writing? Now, there are 3 things which can make a paragraph good. The first, unity, coherence, and elaboration in order. So, what do all of these mean? In the subsequent slides, I would explain these one by one. The first, let's start with the unity. The look at this picture. Each and every student is reaching towards the center, the main point, extending the hand towards main point and placing hand in a sort of unity or unification. This is called unity. What does unity mean to you? When a paragraph has unity, all the sentences, all the hands like in this picture, all the sentences relate directly to the main idea. What is the main idea in this picture? To show solidarity, to show the unity. If there is sentence off topic at all, this begins to create confusion for your reader. Now use only the most important and relevant details in any paragraph, and that is called unity. Now look at this paragraph. This is a paragraph about Amelia Earhart. She was a pilot and she was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic, but unfortunately she crashed in Pacific Ocean. So the disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains a mystery. Earhart, who was the first woman pilot to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, crashed into Pacific Ocean while attempting to fly around the world. She was born in Atchison, Kansas in 1897. Some researchers believe that she survived the crash into Pacific because radio distress calls were received. An intensive search for the source of the signal was made. Searchers were not able to find her. However, finally, the distress signal ceased in spite of continued searches by airplane and ship. No clue about what became of Amelia Earhart has yet been found. So look at this paragraph. There is a single sentence which is not contributing towards the unity of this, and that is in red. She was born in Atchison in Kansas. Look at this sentence. This which is over here. This. So this sentence has nothing to do with the flight pilot across the Atlantic and with that adventure, so it does not relate directly to that main idea. The coherence. What is coherence? A coherent paragraph is one in which all of the sentences logically fit together. When a paragraph has coherence, your reader can easily see how all of the details are connected. This is a sort of connection of one sentence with another. Now, how can we create coherence? There are two ways: order details in a way that makes sense, logical order, and show connection by using transitional word. And how we can do it? Order, please, not that kind of order like we are giving in the hotels or somewhere else. Or in fact, organizing your details in a specific order is one way to make your paragraph clear and coherent. Look at the chart. Where is chart? The chart is chronological order, presents detail in the order they occur. For example, what had happened in 1947, then we should mention that thing first in 1947, then 1948, then 49, 50, 56, and 60, and some. This is called chronological order. And then a special order, present detail according to location. For example, something is near to bank, something is near to university, in front of, behind, near, across, and something like that. In order of importance, details are least important or most, or the reverse. So we should start from the most important or from the least important and heading towards the most important. So this is a way. And then logical order, group related detail together. For example, if there is are details about the weather, group it. If there are details about the economy, then we should group it combinedly. And then second way to create coherence, transitional words, and that is called, if you want to see a connection, so how to connect? Transitional word help the reader see a relationship between the ideas, so connecting one idea with another, and this is a sort of tying the things together. So how we can do it? We can do it through the transitional verb. It is called after, finally, soon, later, meanwhile, first, next, before, then. And other words of this series So like these across, beyond, under, around, inside, turn, because, therefore, consequently. So all these are transitional words which connect the one sentence with the another. And the third is elaboration. Elaboration means give us more details. So to add details so that your reader can get a clear picture of what you mean and how we can brought here are the 9 ways to elaborate something. For example, use highly descriptive word. Description mean which appeal to the five senses, which have vivid adjectives and the adverbs and the precise nouns and verbs. And for example, awesome weather. So weather is a precise noun and the awesome is adjective which is qualifying that particular noun, and this is a sort of elaboration. We can judge the how weather is fine so that the person is excited. And second, give a detailed definition of the subject. Third, provide an example that show your point. Then fourth, use comparison, simile or metaphor. For example, the sky is as clear as crystal. So this is a sort of simile in which we are comparing, giving the comparison, and comparison always leads to towards the clarity and elaboration. Then use contrast to show your idea different from something. So definitely contrast. For example, if we are putting things in contrast in relation to each other in different colors, in different background, then the ideas will be clear to the reader. And then including effect to support your main idea, use statistic, use sensory details that appeal to the five senses, and then use causing and effect manner. And we will practice all these things in our practical essay writing. Now we see what you are talking about. Then the things are clear to you people that how we can write a good paragraph. And towards the end of this lecture, in fact, I would like to say that practice more and more to write good paragraphs. And the more you are in practice, the more you will be good at your writing paragraphs and writing things. So this is the end of the lecture. Thanks for listening me patiently. And if you had any question, you can post your question in my WhatsApp group. So I will be replying. Thanks.
इस चीज का जुर्माना नहीं है कि आपने होमवर्क नहीं दिया बच्चे का पेपर रहता है किताबें नहीं दी कुछ कोई भी मैं चीटिंग का मशवरा नहीं दूंगा क्योंकि मैं क्या समझता हूँ कि बंदे को आखिरत को प्रेफर करना चाहिए और चीटिंग मैं आया था देने 2 माह की देगा था आपसे आप थे नहीं उसको सफाई को देगा लोग